Hi, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the month of August 2026. All right, so I'm going to be doing like how I typically do my spreads. If you have a request for like private readings, you know where to find me at Amani Ife 777 on IG. Okay? All right. Mm. I'm getting a message about money laundering. All right, so there's a money laundering issue arise. It's already arisen, or it's like surrounding you. I don't know if you're the one that's involved in that, or it's. I'm also getting something about an organization. So there could be an organization that you're associated to, that you work for, that you're finding out that somebody is involved in money laundering, and with that it could spark issues with like somebody, a company, an organization could get sued, or like there can be people trying to do foul lawsuits against a particular agency or a company, and there's a lot of concern surrounding that. Okay, I'm also getting this feeling of a deceptive workplace. So where you work, whatever job you're doing, where you work, there's deception with like either a supervisor or a boss, or like a workplace. Like there's a shady energy going on there. Okay, well, all right, let's see. Okay. All right, Sag. So the Seven of Futility is here. So the Seven of Futility, not the best energy necessarily. It's like it's worse. It's worse than failure in terms of energy and meaning. Okay, but it's like futility is how futility coming through is also like how to keep all my ducks in a row, like how to keep all the ducks in a row. That's the word phrase that I'm actually getting. How to keep things aligned, how to keep things in order, making sure that paperwork is right, making sure that their compliance, whatever the situation is that's going on, because I feel like I feel like something is coming to the surface that is it's also giving me this feeling like it's jealousy related. Like there's some jealousy associated with what I'm picking up too. Like if this is a company that you work for and there's something that you're doing, I don't know if it's something that you're doing directly or something that someone else is doing that you feel may hurt a company, or something that you're doing someone feels like may be hurting a company. But it's giving me this idea that it has to do with either you or someone else branching off, and there's that hurting a company type of idea, or there's also this idea of some type of jealousy that somebody's decision to branch off is creating jealousy with a group, is creating jealousy with I'm also getting something about a school district. It's causing some issues and jealousy with a school district as well. That's really interesting. Okay, but that's why futility is here, because I feel like it's something that impacts you. It's something that impacts. See, if I'm picking up the word district, that kind of that opens up the door to Congress and legislation and lawmaking and all of that. So it feels like it's something that having to do along those lines with an organization and with somebody's choice to branch off. It's like if you work for a company, you could be choosing to branch off, and the people that are heads of that, the head of of that company is they're thinking that you're gonna take they're thinking that you're gonna take their clients away, whatever the situation is. Okay, or you're on the outside looking in and someone else is doing that. Prince of Cups. All right, so the Prince of Cups is in the starting point. water sign, male or female. All right, I get business with them. So whether they're a lover or not, this is someone that you do business with, or the idea is to do business with them. Okay, I get sneak. So one of them is kind of like a sneak, like they have like a sneakiness about them. I'm getting something about a Pisces, whether the Pisces man or woman, but it could be Cancer, it could be a Scorpio. When I hit Cancer, Scorpio, I get don't do business with. You may do business with a Pisces, but with man or woman. But when I hit Cancer, Scorpio, it said don't do something with them. Don't sleep with them. Don't do business with them. Don't call them. Whatever the issue is. I'm also getting something about sharing a report. So maybe you shouldn't share a report with them. Okay. I don't know if they're sharing a report with you, and they shouldn't do that. But it has something to do with reporting. Okay, reporting an issue, reporting. Okay. Waiting has 4 of Wands. All right, so waiting is any environment that involves 4 corners, literally, right? It's your home, it's your office, it's your workspace, your bathroom, I don't know, whatever, wherever you're waiting for something. This also says completion at the bottom. So wherever you could be waiting for a report to complete itself, or you're waiting for the findings of a report to complete itself, okay, whatever that means to you. The findings of a report could be a police report. It could be a report that was, you know what I'm feeling? It's a report that could also have been done without someone else's knowledge too. Whether that happened to you, or they're responsible for conducting the report. They're responsible for evaluating and watching and trying to make sure that things are occurring in a, I don't know if this is a okay, oh my god. There's a couple different things happening here. This is someone, before I move any further, one scenario of this is someone that you do, one of them is someone that you do some type of business with, and some of them are people that you should not connect to for business. That's one situation. Some type of business related talk. 2, another thing is they're responsible for creating some type of report in your workplace, or you work with them and they're reporting on something for you. Like I was getting all the money laundering and issues with a company and somebody branching off. They're responsible for keeping an eye on that for you. Or you just know if they're not doing it for you, this is someone that you just know that's in your space that is doing that, period. They're doing that, period, in a workplace. They could be watching you like that. If they're a partner of some kind, love or business, they could be doing that towards you. They're making a report on you. Or you're on the outside looking in, that's their responsibility. They're responsible for making some type of report, or for sending out some type of notice, or for watching something specific. And then another half of them is that you should not do something with them as well. Like there's also that feeling of maybe you shouldn't do something with some of them. Like that Cancer Scorpio energy. Like they're in your space and you don't want them doing something specific in your space, if that makes any sense, okay? The present has the Aeon, which is this is judgment. So whatever it is I was picking up before, it has something to do with being judged directly for it, or this person being judged directly for it. I get protection. So when I said that you may need to protect a Prince of Cups, whether they're a man or a woman. If it's not protecting them, they may need to protect you, 4 of Wands. In your home, you need protection in your home. You need protection in your office. They need protection in their home or their office. Because it's something that they're doing with you, or something that they're doing on you, or something that you know that they've been asked to do. Reporting, watching, evaluating something, whatever the case is. But there's judgment because you don't want some particular detail about this. It feels very quiet. It feels like a small demographic of people in a workplace or a company or an organization. A very small demographic of people really know what is going on with the reason why this person is doing something that they're doing. Or it's you. Like you could be embodying Prince of Cups in your workplace or your home, and you're doing everything that I just said before, and you're fearing some type of judgment. And it could be related to money laundering, someone that you're connected to, that you're dating, and you're finding out that they did something really crazy with money that you gave them from your organization or your job or some type of money that you made, with the Judgment being in the present. I feel this feeling of I didn't know. So the Aeon with the Judgment is like, I didn't know that they were doing that. I didn't know that they were laundering money. I didn't know that they took some money. I didn't know that they found a way to take money from the organization to use for this with the Aeon. I didn't know. So the feeling is, if I don't want to, I mean, I'm trying to stick with it. Like, I don't know if you did something interesting and this person is kind of onto you, or if they're onto, oh, okay, I see. So if you did something along those lines, I'm not saying that you laundered money. I'm not saying you did something interesting or sneaky or something with a business or whatever it is. It could be relationship related. If this is someone also, if this is not someone that you're observing that did something specific that they weren't supposed to do, or you're aware that they did, or you're responsible for why they're doing something specific. If it's not that, then they could have watched something that you did, or they're aware of something that you did, and they could have they could have reported it. That's what I was saying. They could have reported it, or you did, and it could have caused them to lose a job. I don't know if you lost a job because of it's like a misstep that this person did could have caused you to lose a job before in the past. Or something, or the spirit is kind of giving me the idea that look out for this person, because something that they're doing, it could cause you to have a weird connection with the company that you work for. Something that the Prince of Cups did, whether they're a man or a woman. Something that they did. Okay, or they're planning. I get revenge. So someone wants to do something because somebody has a revenge like mindset. And you feel, or you think that they do, and you feel like they want to report something involving you, for Wands. You feel like they're going to threaten to report something involving you that's going to cause you to face some type of judgment, or vice versa. You could be doing that, revenge to them, or you did something to them that it was intentionally meant for them to experience. It was, or it was not. Or you did something that it caused them to have some type of like professional issue, and they want revenge, or you want revenge. Whatever the situation is. It could be someone that you dated, someone that you work with, someone that you're in a partnership with. The future has the Two of Change, balance, financial balance. Your instincts has the Emperor, or mentality. I always forget which one. It's headspace. The headspace, the Emperor, sign of Aries and Taurus. You could be dealing with an Aries and a Taurus man, to be specific, or woman. Empress is a female. Emperor is a man. Could be Taurus man, Aries man. In your headspace. And you're thinking about this person. They're in your head right here. You're thinking about them. They kind of look like, every time I see this card, I think about law enforcement. I think about legal things. Court. They're in the court system. They're in the legal system to some proximity. They're someone who's like, they're an agent of some kind, whoever they are. They're in your headspace, and you're thinking about them. You're thinking about them. The reason why they're in your headspace, the reason that they're here in this position, is because of everything that's going on down here. With a job, with an organization, with someone if you are the head of a job, someone that you employed, a business partner that you have, a couple, like if you're in a coupledom with this Prince of Cups, whoever you're in a coupledom with, something that person is doing, or something that you did, is why the legal entity is in your headspace. You're thinking that something is going to descend upon you or them for something that you did or they did. But it keeps giving me this idea that there's protection. So something or someone is protecting you, okay? Or it protects someone that's embodying Prince of Cups, or the Emperor is responsible for the protecting. Or this, and one of these energies is, all right? The Six of Cups. So they return. So this is someone from your past. One of them is someone from your past that returned in the accomplishment. They returned to you. Or they need to return something. They need to return something that they took. And it keeps taking me to this idea of a report that they made. They need to return to you. That you need the findings of this report, whatever that report consists of. A financial portfolio. I don't know, a budgeting tracker. You know, like the virtual budgeting tracker. This, you know, this is kind of giving me the idea as well of a divorce, like some type of I don't know if you're married, like some of you could be married, and I don't know if this is like a divorce type of thing. I don't feel that heavily. It feels very worky. It feels like this is someone, if I'm going to go the relationship route, this is someone that you were with in the past that's returning to you. That you either found out that they're involved in some type of really interesting situation going on with a company that you work with them. You found out that they did something very interesting, and judgment is that it's coming to the surface. And the reason why it's coming to the surface is because of someone that you asked to help you find them or locate them. I don't know, whatever it is. Locate them, find them, and whatever they did or they said or they stole or they laundered or whatever that is, it's coming to this month in August is coming to the surface. It's coming, judgment is that it's coming to the surface. Or something that you did, it impacted it impacted their present. It impacted their ability to get employed now somewhere, or moving somewhere, living somewhere specific. Whatever you did with them, it impacted them, and they either view you as a threat, vice versa, or they view you as somebody wants revenge from you. That's why this entity is here. That's why that entity is here. So whether you're responsible for why this entity is involved, or they're responsible for why the entity will be involved, or they were. I don't know if it's like a past. The Six of Cups kind of gives me the idea that this person is returning because whatever deception they view you having had done to them, vice versa, it creeped up to the surface because it's impacting somebody's livelihood. So either it's impacting yours or theirs, with the legal entity being involved. Okay? Interesting. The Princess of Dis, the kindergarten teacher. Princess of Dis is in your spiritual self. The Princess of Dis is not in a tangible space. This is your spiritual self, because you're thinking. It's also like mental, coincides with mental a little bit, because it's like a new job. It could be a person, right? It's right next to the Four of Wands, so it could be a intuitive feeling that you have about a person or a job, or a new job, or someone getting a new job, if that's the case. Or you think someone may need a new job, or it's you, a new partner, or it's you. Princess of Disc, Four of Wands. Princess of Disc could also be in your space. Like, this could be someone that you live with. You live with them, or if they're a person and they're not an entity, like something like a tangible, like a job or an experience, they could also be a person. They could also be a person that you have in your space. Someone could have caused intentionally. You may be thinking that someone is trying to cause you problems intentionally. So it could be a Princess of Disc you have that thought about, or a Prince of Cups. You feel like someone caused or they're causing problems for you intentionally, okay? Wherever you are, you live with them, or you work with them, or they're your partner and you think they're causing problems for you intentionally. Queen of Cups, or they did whatever the tense is. This is August, so these could be energies that have already kind of took place. Queen of Cups is in the mental as well. So I see, if I see two elderly Caucasian people here that they kind of they look like they're in the court. Just the way they look like they belong in the court system. They look like they're from the court. They look like they're from the court system. Queen of Cups and the Emperor. Legal agents. They look like two legal agents here. Could be a lawyers, could be an accountant, could be police, could be whatever they are. They're legal, or they could be parents. They could be the embodiment of parents, somebody's parents too. Somebody's grandfather, somebody's mom, they could be your parents, like they could be the embodiment of your parents, and you could be thinking about your parents and their input about a sibling, your parents' input about a business partner, someone that you work with, someone that you dated that it turned into work and they did something crazy, and you're asking your parents or these older mentors how to protect yourself from something that someone you were dating or working with did, or you think that they're intentionally trying to do. I was getting intentional over here, something you think someone is intentionally doing to you. What's changing is the Hangman. Pisces is changing, so that Prince of Cups, one of them, like I said, could be a Pisces man or woman. The Hangman. They're changing, not knowing what to do about someone or something is changing. So if the Hangman is changing, that means that you've solved your own problem, whatever the problem is. Money laundering, someone coming back for revenge, you descending on someone for revenge. A business, someone wants revenge because you, whatever it is, somebody decided to branch off. You could be dating someone and they decide to, you could be dating someone that their Six of Cups, their idea with you originally was to start a business between the two of you or however many of you. And they decided you already established something with them, and then all of a sudden they decide to branch off. And I feel it's ringing in my ear, like it's telling me that could hurt your pocket if somebody decides to branch off and do something. The branch off phrase is really important. Branch off makes me think about banks. A branch is like, like franchise businesses. A branch, like Chase, a branch. You're traveling throughout the United States. Chase has a branch in New York and in Arizona and DC, wherever. You have branches of banks, franchises. Branch, I don't know. The Sun is Leo with the Two of Pentacles. There's balance, or it's just there's success. You're trying to balance your success and your funds and the money that you make. Whether a lover decides to branch off and do something on their own, and you want revenge, or they want, or you did that, and your partner, that's Six of Cups next to the Prince of Cups, a partner you had is like something that you did in the relationship. It costs them, or it costs you, and either one of you wants revenge. Either somebody wants revenge for a situation, and now you need legal advice. The therapist is the Queen of Cups, so that literally could be a therapist, and then you have the Emperor, which is like, they kind of look like law enforcement to me. You have the Queen of Cups. It could literally be a therapist that they're embodying, or like a doctor, or a parent, a grandparent, a mom, a dad, whoever. You're thinking about them, or there's someone that you care for, like they're a person that you care for. There's someone that you care for. And you're thinking about that person. And it feels like you're not only thinking about them, it's their insights you're thinking about. And some type of insight that they gave you about somebody. And it's like you probably need to you're probably thinking to listen to the insight, whatever that insight is. Could be from a parent, could be from a boss, it could be from a supervisor, it could be whatever. Someone is telling you, I'll give you a really good example too. Like if this is a work thing, you are, say you start a project, say you starting a project with a Prince of Cups and a Princess of Disc. You starting a project with them, but one of them is branching. The project already is aligned. The project is already aligned with the company, right? But one of them decides to branch off. One of them decides to leave. Or somebody did something, someone that you kicked to the curb did some type of like report for you. Or if you're dating somebody, you dated somebody here, and Six of Cups is that they return from the past because they have revenge for something that you did that cost them it cost somebody their job or integrity or something. Someone that it's happening to you directly, where your company, Queen of Cups, the Emperor, Prince of Disc could be co-workers, whoever. If it's not dating is situation, then it's like it happened in a company where somebody could have stolen money from a company somehow. Like how you have access to budgets, somebody could have stolen some type of budgeting money. I don't know. That's why there's judgment there. Someone is trying to steal, or they stole something, and that's their way of getting revenge. Though they did that to get revenge on a company or you or somebody. I don't know if you have that thought, or you feel like somebody's doing something intentionally to you. All right, let me do an outcome on this Sagittarius. So this is a lot of business tone is coming through. I interpreted to resonate with relationships as well. Like if it's a relationship and someone feels betrayed and they're Six of Cups, they're coming back because they feel like you did them dirty. You did something that cost them their job, or vice versa. It's interesting. All right, what's the outcome here? This came right back out, and it was there before. Knight of Wands. That could be you. That could be you or another fire sign. You have the Seven of Swords and the Rock Star. The Knight of Wands is your energy, or it could also be Leo and Aries. And you have double Aries. Male energy, could be female, but that energy is in the outcome. And it keeps giving me this idea of a report. So there's a report. There's some type. It could be a police report. It could be a police report that either someone, you could be like, if this isn't happening to you, if none of this is happening to you directly, you could be on the outside looking into this happening to someone around you, and they're telling you this story, but some element of it is either it's very similar to something that you have going on, or it is happening to you or someone that you know, and it kind of impacts you. But it's kind of giving me this a saying report. So it could be like a evaluate. Somebody did a report secretively on about you, or in a workplace, or you're on the outside looking into that happening to someone, or it happened to you. It's some type of report. Or it's a police report that someone is trying to make. In regard to you, you're making it, someone else is making it. Whatever. Some type of report. It's a report. Okay? All right, Sag. Let me know how it resonates with you throughout the month of August. Take care. Bye.